Hi everyone, this is CherryEnchantress, and this is your daily dust for Tuesday, February 6th, if you're watching in real time, but it can also be for whenever you stumble upon it. It's also a timeless reading. I'm gearing up for Valentine's Day, and so I'm using all my romantic decks, and here we have the Gentle Heart Tarot by Vanessa Simoina. Very sweet deck. Goes like very nice box. The company is Bow Life, so if you want to order something through Bow Life. I also see these decks on Tarot Stack. I'm gonna give it a good shuffle, and then we'll get 3 cards from the middle. Maybe one more. Trash day, so I have to dodge the truck noises. Okay, here we go. 3 cards, and isn't this pretty? This lovely rose gold. It's even more rose in person. Anyway, let's see what we get. Ooh, the moon. A bit of the unknown and mysterious and subconscious, psychic. And the Ace of Swords, nice. And ooh, the 6 of Crystals. I'll never see this one, and this is nice because I rarely get this kind of spread. Sometimes I just get a lot of the repeat similar cards, but this one is a very different spread than I usually get, so very nice. So give me a moment to set it up, and then we'll dive right into it. I zoomed in really close. So, and it didn't take you any time at all, right? It was a blink of an eye. So the moon here represents something magically, mysteriously magical. It shines the light on what otherwise would have remained in the darkness. And when you see this, it's kind of urging you to pay more attention to your inner self, and maybe also like the dream world, and trust your instincts and your intuition. The signs are kind of calling you, especially when you're making important decisions. The moon affects life on Earth. It affects the tides, it affects our bodies, and it is also important in our lives. According to the lunar cycle, the phases of the moon do things to us as well, and we connect to the moon as in the new moon bringing us a chance to try something new and start projects, and the full moon to celebrate completions and to finish things up. And then along the way, you may find that you resonate really highly with a particular phase of the moon. Crescent moons might be very auspicious for you. It also represents that there could be a lot of things hidden. It could possibly be some dishonesty, or there could be some deception of some sort, or some way that that things are not wanting to come out into the open. But it's almost like inevitable that it will. Because of your and the thing about you is that you can see right through things. It's like you see right through it. It's so funny. I was just playing this game, and it had to do with Harry Potter, and my character puts on an invisibility cloak, and that's kind of how I'm getting like invisibility cloak energy, you know. But the comment that the other character made was, it was a joke, but it was, it's funny, it was cute. It's like, I can see right through you. And that's kind of how it is. Like, you're there, you've got the cloak on, you know what's going on around you, but other people, and you can see through others as if as if they had their own invisibility cloaks on. They're trying to hide, but they can't because you can see right through them. It's kind of a funny metaphor, but anyway. It's also about psychic ability. So that's why it's like, what's going on. It's like, why are you trying to fool me? I know exactly what's happening here. But if you want to go on with the charade, like if it doesn't hurt anybody, maybe it's okay. But if it's hurting you, like it might be, it's hard in certain situations. You're supposed to stay secret and quiet about certain things, but you have to use your intuition to know. The truth coming out, to be honest, is always going to come out in the end, but the timing for it, that depends. And you have to decide for yourself, are you the one that brings this about? Are you creating the timing? Is spirit guiding you to the timing? Is, what do you do about it? So you have to connect with your higher self and spirit and your guides to know if you have to participate in this timing, or if this is going to be something natural that the universe has in their hands, and they will let it happen as they say. Now, see the words divine timing. When you say divine, you mean not yours. It's not your timing. It's a timing that goes above you. It's like going to the CEO. It's not your choice anymore. It's going to the higher source. If it's just timing that you get to decide upon, then that's up to you. But if you feel like this is a divine timing, which I feel, then it's something that you have to let the universe handle on its own. Sometimes you're co-creating too. Like the universe will give you signs of what you need to do to help this along. But a lot of times it's something that has to develop on its own without any particular effort from you. Physical effort, but spiritual effort is completely different. Praying and meditating and visualizing and manifesting and setting intentions and all of that is still very helpful and necessary. So the universe knows exactly what you want too, while it's designing its grand plan here. So anyway, moving on to the Ace of Swords, I feel like with enough of this intuition, you go into a mental energy as well. So you have intuition and you have logic too. The logic and intelligence, it's like a spark of an aha moment, an idea. But it's also very important to differentiate between the ego mind and the higher mind. It's important to ignore like the noise coming from media and other people, the gossipy people, or the people that even may seem to intend well, may not always have the best intentions. And you also have to go back to that intuition to discern this. It's interesting that the moon came out instead of like, say, the high priestess. The high priestess works with the moon, but I feel like spirit's trying to tell you, moon, it's like not just a lady working with the moon, but the moon really must be focused on in this situation or on this particular day. Or it could be that the day that you watch this, even today, whatever the phase the moon is in, you got look it up. Look it up. What sign is it in? What does it mean? What is it transiting? What's going on with the moon today? So look that up astrologically. It could really help you a lot. And so the Ace of Swords also symbolizes that breakthrough that's coming your way. It's an epiphany, and it's like mental expansion and clarity, and it's for your spiritual growth. So it's not about like bogging your head down with heavy weight. It's about clearing the weight and one thing shining through above everything else that makes sense to you. And you're like, this is what I'm going to go with. And this is like, your efforts, your goals, your dreams, everything that you did with the moon energy. This could be like all one whole day, or this could be a clue that happens today that progresses throughout the day. It's interesting when I read astrology, like for a person's chart for a particular day, it'll say this transits this day. And sometimes they'll say, this transits this day and many months to come, or this day and many weeks to come. So sometimes that happens in these cards as well. Like the message here could be just for one day, or it could be for one day and many days to come, or it could be representing some other day where some of the work is done today and other of it is completing later. Interestingly enough, we have the crescent moon here. So, and the crescent moon, kind of, you see that crescent moon here, or it's kind of a, depending on the way you look at it, 5/8 moon, crescent moon, but it's kind of saying that there's an idea brewing, and it has time yet to grow. So, because we're not showing any full moons yet, but you're about to get to the full moon. And it will be, it's like that what you're dreaming of, or what you're desiring, is coming true in divine timing, with no harm to none, for the good of all. And the Six of Crystals is saying, yes, sweet victory. Yes, expect success. Everything working out in your favor. It's good news, public recognition, feeling great, triumphant, overcoming adversaries placed in your way. Just continue to do what you're doing and be confident. Be confident that you're making the right choices, and be confident that you're worthy of the best, that you're worthy of this success. And you are an inspiration also to others around you. The Six of Crystals can also represent the famous person. So it could be a little bit of that coming through for you too. You're becoming more well known, more beloved, or you're connecting with somebody who's very well known and beloved in the community. This is definitely recognition. This is like having a beloved too, like people feeling that way about each other, like you're my beloved, or whatever. You feel that way about somebody feels that way about you. It's a mutual thing, something about that. I just always hear beloved when this comes out, and I sometimes hear like the fame energy as well. And it's interesting that we have the white horse, because the original message was that Sir Galahad is riding in town on a horse after finding the Holy Grail, and everybody's very excited and cheering for him. But this kind of gives me a chariot energy, where you have a choice between the white horse and the black horse, and it feels like somebody's made a white horse choice. Not that it means good or bad, like it just means a particular direction that you chose, and now you're reaping the rewards of it. So, lovely reading. Congratulations. I think you are using your intuition and astrology to your favor for success. And I hope you like that. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.